What sort of reforms did these events cause to improve mining life then?
Mixed bag. So I cover eight, two, four, six. I cover seven specific tragedies within my book, which is not extensive, obviously. And it was frustrating in a sense to reread it, go through it again just to make sure I had my notes correct. That in most cases, very few reforms actually happened, even with these major publicized things. Sometimes the reform was a simple thing like daily gas monitoring, which should have been happening anyways, because buildup of gases could lead to asphyxiation, could be a cause for explosions, could be a cause for fires. It's not very hard to go in with a monitor, check, go out, but it wasn't being done. And so that was one thing, depending on different mines. East Cooley, that was the from their explosion in 1941. The end result is to make it mandatory for all mines in the Drumheller Valley to have mandatory daily gas checks. Why wasn't that in place beforehand? The only other one that had a major impact would have been the Bellevue mine explosion in 1910. And the change there was the creation of mine rescue teams. Because prior to, the only mine rescue team in Canada was in BC, in Fernie. Which again, in our eyes seems absurd. Like, this is a dangerous thing. Why don't you have people with respirators? Why don't you have people with stretchers ready? Nothing. And so that disaster prompted Alberta's need to go, hey, we need one. And so 1912, 2 years later, it took them 2 years, the Alberta government to actually cobble together one mine rescue team. The entire province, one, stationed in the Crowsnest Pass. Then over time, we start getting more, but it takes time. But at least we have that legislation starting. But the rest of these disasters, nothing changed. Nothing happened. Usually the mine closed or the issue was ignored. The mine was reopened and mining continued until economic factors forced the shutting of the mine, which is very, very disheartening, but also the reality, unfortunately, of mining at the time.